Hello friends, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel here. Today I have a very fun video. There's a lot going on here. Firstly, this is a part of a YouTube hop that I am participating in. It's called Hitting the Books. If you don't know, I started a Facebook group called Paper Crafting YouTubers. If you are a paper crafting YouTuber, please come join the group. And on that page, we come up with different collaborations. We organize some people organize swaps or YouTubey things or ask for advice or tips on cameras or editing or all the things. So it's a great resource to have if you have a YouTube channel and need, a little bit of community around the YouTube world. So if you want to be part of these hops, come join over there. I can send you the link, and yeah, it's really fun. So this month is called Hitting the Books. And I decided to do a little bit of mixed media, which is not within my comfort zone, but I mentioned this on Instagram. I'm very inspired by Brooke, who is Mint Green Thumb, and she just creates the most beautiful mixed media. And I asked her the other day if she had any tips, because I was telling her I really want to do it, but I just don't know where to start. And she said, just go for it. And you have to because I said, I don't know, like, which goes first, the paint, the stencil, the stamps, the paper layers. And she's like, you just got to experiment with it and figure out what you like. So for this one, I decided to start with the paint. I don't have much paint. The paint that I'm using here is really old Target paint. I don't know if they still have it because I don't have Target in Canada, and the US has closed their borders to Canadians, even if they're vaccinated. So I have not been to Target in a very long time. But yeah, so they're not the best quality paint because they're kind of old. But I picked these two colors not because I particularly love them, but because they matched the colors in the photo. So like I said, this hop is called Hitting the Books, and you can really interpret this in so many different ways, whether it's the first day of school, your kid's first day of school, or you're documenting some books you've read like I am doing here, or whatever way you want to interpret this. You could make, my other idea was to make like a 3D bookcase. There are so many different ways you could go with this YouTube hop, but I decided to document some books I'm reading. If you saw my last video that was like this, I have this journal. I think it's called like Storyline or something like that from Heidi Swap, and it's this journal, where it's okay, so it's not a size I'm used to, which was one thing, but I'm actually starting to like it, especially for like mixed media and stuff. It's been a really good like experimental journal. So I do have a video that I've done before with this journal, and yeah, so I'm just documenting the books that I read in 2021. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if in my videos I said 2020. I still feel like I'm stuck in the year 2020. This is just like an endless 2020 year. But it's not 2020, it's 2021, and that is the year of books I'm documenting. I actually, on my website, I have like all the lists I've been reading since like 2014. I have a Goodreads account where I have all the books there that I've read, so if you're on Goodreads, add me or message me on Instagram and I'll figure out how to add you. Yeah, it's a fun app because it's cool to see like what books you've read and what books your friends recommend and stuff like that. So anyway, I thought it'd be cool to just have this fun little journal to do some kind of documenting like this. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so the thing that I found really helpful for doing all of these layers was sorry, I could hear my cat doing something and I have no clue what she's doing. I think she's just using her litter box, so nothing to be alarmed about. Anyway, yeah, so first I picked those two colors out because they matched the photo, and then I painted one of the colors, and then I dried it with a heat gun. That was like my savior for this project, because I thought it would just take forever to do, but the heat gun really helped. So I used the heat gun, and then I did the other color, then I used the heat gun, and then I used my hot glue gun to rip up some layers. I picked up some layers for my stash. I'm using Paige Evans Collections, and I just picked some papers that I thought matched. Oh no, she's playing with a toy. That's what it is. One of those really annoying ball toys that have like a bell in the middle and they're plastic. One of those annoying ones. Yeah. She likes to play with those in the night conveniently. Anyway, yes, so I picked paper layers that I thought matched pretty well, the blues and like the dark red, and then I'm going to use my heat tool. Oh yeah, I glued those down. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. And then I took a stencil and some of that Heidi Swapp like white, texture paste. I don't know exactly what it is, but I did that on the page, like kind of on the different layers to kind of make it all look complete and to make the two pages come together by using the same products, if that makes sense. So then I used my heat tool to dry that, and what you saw there was not the entire time that I used my heat tool. I used it for a while, but I just turned the camera off because I figured you didn't really need to see that. So yeah, it actually didn't take as long as I thought. I thought it was going to take like a half an hour to dry it with my heat tool, and like I would be sitting there forever, but it was only a couple minutes. So I have my picture here of the books, and it's actually just the bottom book that I'm highlighting here, but this picture just had the book in it, so I just used this picture because it was convenient and easy. And then I'm using my Dymo label maker, and I got this just off of Amazon, and I love this. You can really like customize your pages to whatever you want. I mean, it's a label maker, so that's kind of what it does, but I really love it. I love the vintagey feel of it. So the book was called, or is called Hitler's Stolen Children. It is very interesting. It is about a part of World War II and the Holocaust that maybe isn't talked about a lot. As we know, Hitler was trying to create a quote-unquote perfect race, and so from what I understand, these like children were taken. It was a long time ago that I read this book. These children were taken and like into this like home to like create perfect, what he would consider perfect children. And yeah, now that I'm like trying to describe it, I forget books like once I close the book. If I read it again, it's all new to me. I'm like that with movies too. I just don't remember what happens after a while, and it's kind of a good thing because then you can experience that newness again. That doesn't happen with TV shows for me though. With TV shows, it's like I love them. And you know that feeling when you watch your favorite TV show for the very, very first time ever, and like everything is new to you. I wish, what's a show you wish you could do that to? For me, it'd be like Gilmore Girls or Pretty Little Liars or something like that, like where you wish you could pretend you had never seen it before and watch it and fall in love with it for the first time again. Anyway, I don't know how I got on that tangent, but oh yes, because I was forgetting what the story was about. But yeah, it's very interesting and horrific. And so she kind of finds out the person in the story. It's a memoir. It's written by her, and she talks about how she found the family that like her biological family, I think. If you've read this, let me know. Maybe I'm totally off, but I do love reading books over and over and over again. I never get rid of my books because that's what I do. I repeat read books. But yeah, from what I remember loving it. I know that for sure. I remember loving it. It was very fascinating that she went on this journey of like figuring out all this history that she didn't know about that happened to her or why things happened to her, and it's kind of explained in this book. So that's the end of this. I'm sorry I didn't talk about the embellishing, but go check out everyone else's videos. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!